So getting everything set up, this takes a little bit. Got to make sure though. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer some of your questions that have already been posed to me that I tweeted out yesterday and throughout this whole week that I've had. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Hope you guys check me out. Definitely check me out. Facebook.com/FantasySportsGuru22. Twitter @FantasyAdvice22. My blog, FantasySportsAdvice.sportsblog.com. The more views, the more exposure helps out. And my own website, TheFantasySportsGuru.com. So, what I'm going to jump into right now is some questions that you guys have asked me over the week. Some are direct messages, some are actually tweets, some are over at Facebook and my website. So, Kyrie Robinson, this one is from NoelFinn85. Kyrie, Gore, Kendall Wright, and Lacey. Pick 3. Half point per reception, 6-point TDs. Now, Kyrie's probably going to be that big main threat for the running game. Pierre Thomas as well, but I think Kyrie's going to out-touch him. I think Drew Brees, he's at home. He's not had a very good week. The first 2 weeks, 0-2 at home, Drew Brees. I'm going to say, and I've said this in my premium content that I already sent to my subscribers, that I think Drew Brees is going to throw, I'm going to say over 400 yards, 3 to 4 touchdowns. I think they're going to be up a lot, so they're going to have to run the ball, and I think Kyrie's going to be the one to run the ball. Gore, Kendall Wright, and Lacey. Lacey has not been that good. But last week they fell so far behind they had to throw the ball and he couldn't run. I'm going to go with Kyrie, Gore, and Lacey for you. I like Kendall Wright, but Kyrie, Gore, and Lacey for this week for you. Half-point PPR, definitely those 3. I think they're all going to have huge weeks. The biggest week's going to be Lacey, I believe. He's finally going to get that touchdown. He's going to be who we think. What else? Lamar Miller or Chris Johnson start? And this is @NotRayburn. I like your picture. Out for the year, Ryan. I think Lamar Miller. No, Sean's out for a while. Lamar Miller has to. Chris Johnson, Lamar. I'm going to go Lamar Miller on this one. And it's just pure gut. I really don't know what they're going to do. I don't want to say, he's kind of been like Trent Richardson. We really don't know what to expect. But I think Lamar Miller is going to have a better day out of the both of them. So, let's see what else. PPR League and have both Doug Martin and Bobby Rainey. Who should I start? Well, a little late on this. Doug Martin was already out. And I did answer this before, and Bobby Rainey was obviously the go-to play. 2 fumbles. Oh, man, he wasn't very good. The last drive, if he could have punched it in, but he was not that good. So sorry about that. I mean, but you didn't give me any other options. So that's really what we had to go with. Yeah, there's a... So, all right. We ain't got much other questions right now, and I just used the word ain't. I never use the word ain't, but we ain't got many questions. So what I'm going to do is, if you have not checked out my website and my sports blog, you should. But I'm going to answer some of the questions. I'm going to go through some of them. FantasySportsAdvice.sportsblog.com. Suggested plays for NFL Week 3. Until I get some more questions, I'm just going to try to help you guys out. QB Drew Brees, like I said. Drew Brees at home against the Vikings, that's enough said. But if that's not enough for you, Drew Brees at home versus the Vikings, 0-2 after a horrible game. There's no way he loses at home. I'm sorry, there's no way he loses at home. I think he's going to be the #1 owned QB on daily fantasy leagues. and sites like FanDuel. Now everything I do is FanDuel. That's the one I prefer. Kirk Cousins with RG3 out. I think Kirk Cousins is a great GPP play this week, guaranteed price pool play. He ended up actually outplaying RG3 in all of the preseason, even though we had to go with RG3 because RG3 is RG3. I think it's a blessing in disguise that he's out. I think he's out for quite a bit of time because you can't press that ankle. It's the opposite ankle from the ACL surgery that he had. So if he's scared to step on that ankle, he's going to overload his knee. Who knows? I don't know how long he's going to be out. I think Kirk Cousins will make a very good play, especially if Deshaun Jackson is in. Deshaun Jackson playing against his old team, I think he's out to prove something. Kirk Cousins is a great GPP option for me. Other options for me this week at QB, I think Ryan Fitzpatrick is a great option for GPP. Joe Flacco GPP. Then for cash games, Andy Dalton, Aaron Rodgers, and Stafford. Andy Dalton, somehow AJ Green appears to be probable for the game. Now, we don't know if this is a game plan to screw everyone up until game time decision because he was ruled supposed to be out through till week 5 because next week they have a bye. But Andy Dalton is great. The Red Lightning. Joe Flacco, I don't trust him in cash games. I do trust him in the bigger ones. I don't think he's going to be highly owned, so that might be a plus for you. Not on here, but after practice and listening and watching, I think Tony Romo is a great option. That is one QB that I put in my premium plays that not everyone, if you don't subscribe to me on my site, and with subscriptions, I give actual lineups that I use. This week, I emailed out 4 different lineups for FanDuel, and it's the exact lineups I used, barring any injury today and late notices for tomorrow. Tony Romo is the big one. I think he's going to be under-owned, and I think he's going to be great this week. Aaron Rodgers, him and Jordy Nelson, they got that connection last week. They fell from behind, but he kept his posture. He was poised in the comeback. They were down huge before halftime. They came back and won. The only reason, really, that they won how they did was a botched timeout call that actually nullified the late touchdown from Geno Smith. And Matt Stafford, I think it's going to be a shootout, and Stafford has both Golden Tate and he has Calvin Johnson. I think Calvin Johnson's going to be double or triple teamed, but I think Stafford's got enough weapons that I think that it's going to be good. My running back situation that I like, Donald Brown, because with Matthews out a few weeks, 4 to 5 weeks, we're not sure really right now. I feel like he's going to step in and take over Ryan Matthews' role. Danny Woodhead's still going to be Danny Woodhead, and he's going to get the same that he would if Matthews was in. But I think Donald Brown comes in. He would be a starter on most squads that don't have the Ryan Matthews, the Jamal Charles, the Lynch. He would be a starter. I don't know why Indy let him go. They did have Trent Richardson. Obviously, Trent Richardson is a dud. I don't know. They have to nullify. Trent Richardson is nullifying his own legacy. He's showing why he shouldn't be in the NFL. But the Indy has to kind of decide and show people he's the starter because they've put so much effort into him. I don't know how long he'll be the starter, and that's a different story. But Donald Brown, for 6,200 on FanDuel, and with what they're going to do this weekend, I think Donald Brown is a great starter for you. When I wrote this article, Jamal Charles was clearly out for the next 2 weeks with the bye. But now it's being said that he's probable for the game with a high ankle sprain. Whether or not he plays the whole game, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. Last week, Niall Davis would be RB1 on most squads as well. At 7,000, I still think he's a steal. He had 2 touchdowns last week. He had over 20 fantasy points. But who started him? You just don't know because Jamal Charles is Jamal Charles, so most people would have put him in there. But check back tomorrow check those injury updates. I think if Jamal Charles plays, he's not going to play that many snaps, and I think Nile Davis will. You will get your money out of him for this week. Other running backs I like. Now this is a gamble. Lamar Miller. I know Noshawn Moreno's out of a while. Lamar Miller, he's all right. Stephen Ridley, yes, he had a great game last week. I feel like the Patriots are going to be really far up on. I think they're going to be up a few touchdowns this week, and going against Oakland. And Oakland has to travel 3,000 miles across the country. It is a 1 o'clock start. I feel it'll be about a 10 o'clock start over on the West Coast. I feel Oakland's not good anyway. I know the Patriots are going to win, barring some miracle. But Stephen Ridley, you don't know who's going to be the running attack that week. Stephen Ridley is. If you want to take a gamble like GPP and put Ridley in, it could be him or Vereen. You never know. That's the thing. Kyrie Robinson, like I said, I feel he's the number one RB while Mark Ingram's out for a month or so, and he's got a great price. And Darren Sproles is actually outplayed and outscored McCoy. He's a great GPP, not really cash game, GPP more. Wide receivers, Andrew Hawkins, only 5,300 on FanDuel. And I feel like they'll be playing from behind against the Ravens. He's had 22 targets in his first 2 weeks this year. He's caught 14 passes for 157 yards. I look for him to have a great game. Look, there's not many other receivers for them, basically. He's got the targets. You know they're there. I don't think they're diminishing this week. I think he's a great low option, low-priced guy. Another low option is James Jones. He's the number one receiver on just an awful, awful offense. He's had 12 receptions and 146 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. And with them being down so much against the Patriots, they're going to have to throw it to James. They're just going to have to. And he's such a low-level price as well. It can help us afford those high-tier QBs this week. Other wide receivers I like, Calvin Johnson, obviously. I like Golden Tate on the other side of that. Des Bryant, I feel like they're going to run and throw all over the Rams. Jordy Nelson, I don't think at this point you can not expect Jordy Nelson to have a good game. I don't think I can not tell you guys to look at him until he proves me wrong. Jeremy Maclin, he's with Deshaun Jackson gone with this touchdown Monday. I think he's in contention. He's also a low-tier level guy as well. T.Y. Hilton, I like him. He didn't have a very good game, though. And they're going against Jacksonville. They're going to pass it for a while until they're up unless there's some miracle. T.Y. Hilton, I figure he'll do a lot better than he did last week. Sammy Watkins is the thing. Sammy Watkins had a great week last week. I think he's going to be up on it this week as well. He's another low-level, mid-level guy that we can really round out a great team. And if you check my premium plays out, thefantasysportsguru.com, over underneath the ads on the right side, there is the week option for that week. There is the month option, and then there's the actual full NFL season, and it's $50, and that gets you full articles, that gets you full details, full FanDuel lineups, and they're emailed out to you usually about that Saturday before, day before. The reason for that is I put all my free articles on fantasysportsadvice.sportsblog.com. You guys can read those all week. Saturday, if you're in my subscription pool, you'll be sent that out. You'll have all those free ones on the website, and then you'll have the premium content with in detail. It'll either be article or I'll do videos. The videos are a lot easier for you guys to get on FanDuel, listen to me while making that lineup. So check that out, fantasysportsadvice.sportsblog.com, free articles, and then head over to thefantasysportsguru.com, and under the ads on the right side, you can subscribe. Great subscriber base so far, going up every day. Check it. YouTube, obviously, you're watching this. So let's jump in. Tight ends, Niles Paul. Him and Kirk Cousins were really connected with Jordan Reed out. He's only 5,000. I think he's going to do good. Another one, Zach Ertz, Jimmy Graham, obviously, and Donnell from the Giants. He's not as good as Jimmy Graham, but he's built like Jimmy Graham. He is that basketball type. He can go up for a jump ball. He's really cheap as well, and there's not many other options on the Giants this year. I think the flop of the week this week will be the Chicago Bears. I don't think they're going to win. I think they came back and won last week, but oh man, there's no way it happens again. And then MVP of this week, I'm going to go out on a limb and say Matt Stafford. He's got so many targets, so many options to go against this week. He's just awesome. I think he's going to be the MVP of week 3. If not, that's my bold prediction. Now, you never know, but that is my bold prediction of the year, or of the week, sorry. So yeah, so let's go to your questions. I got some on Twitter. Hold on a second. So, what else can we talk about? The injury report for week 3. No Sean Moreno. After a stellar first week with 134 yards, he went down after one rushing attempt. Dislocated elbow. He could be out anywhere 4 to 8 weeks. It's a huge blow. It leaves Lamar Miller as the running back 1. I don't know how he's going to do. Miller will be in. Whether or not he produces to try and get that starting job, I don't know. Deshaun Jackson went with a shoulder injury, but he's saying he's coming back and he wants to play against his old team. I think he plays. I think he's good. He's good to go. He's pretty cheap, and I don't know how long he plays though. That's the only problem. RG3, anywhere between 4 to 5 weeks, but I wouldn't be surprised if he misses longer. Dislocated ankle. You never know with a dislocated ankle. That doesn't happen much, and you don't know how the working his way back after not being able to walk on it for a few weeks. It's going to be tough for him. AJ Green was touted to be out till at least week 5. Somehow he's back, and he's probable for this game with a ligament strain on his big toe. I don't know. I really don't know. Everyone on the Bengals website were saying, the people that work with him, the doctors, the team, the staff, everyone was saying he was going to be out, and now he's probable. So you never know. You really don't know. I wouldn't be comfortable taking him, and I say I wouldn't be comfortable taking him this week, but then he's going to go off and do 200 yards receiving, 4 touchdowns. I would stay clear from him, but I'm not saying you do. But again, check the injury report right up to game time before lineups lock tomorrow at 1. Ryan Matthews, MCL sprain, could be up to 4 weeks out. Who knows really how long he'll be out. Donald Brown to take over. Danny Woodhead also bumps up in value, but he's not going to get as many looks as Donald Brown. So they say now. It's just like New England. You never know if it's going to be Vereen, Ridley, or a third-string running back. You just don't know. Allen Hurns was seen leaving the stadium last week with an ankle injury, but he was able to practice this week, and now he's probable for this week. Cecil Shorts is probable for this week, so they're lining up. Allen Hurns had a great first week, but you just don't know what they're going to do. I think they're going to be behind, so they're going to have to throw. Who knows? Cecil Shorts' hamstring could hurt again. They might not want to go 100% this week. Carson Palmer diagnosed with a nerve issue in his throwing shoulder. He said he wasn't even sure when he'd be in. I don't don't expect him to play. He would make a great GPP QB if he were in, but it appears he's probably not going to be in. So definitely look for that. I wouldn't expect him to be in at all. So I don't have that many questions that I've already answered. I don't have any more. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I got a walnut tree right outside that decides to drop walnuts and hit the roof all the time, every single night. It's a little bit scary, but I'm a man, so don't deal with that. So what are you guys doing? You just don't know. With now fantasy football, I hope you guys. I mean, we've been doing good. The subscriber base has been doing good. We had 3 lineups last week. 2 of them cashed, huge, and the other ones just cashed in the 50-50. FanDuel had problem, but everything else is pretty good, and we're doing pretty good actually lately. Baseball is pretty unpredictable because you can strike out. You can have someone strike out 4 times, go -1 point. Football is kind of a little bit more predictable, and then you've got NBA that's pretty predictable. That if you take a LeBron James, he's going to get you 40 points. But you just don't know. That's the thing. Like that's what kind of is scary in some aspects. So, I mean, if I don't have any more questions, I can still take them from Twitter. I'll answer. I have my phone with me all the time. I can answer those anytime you guys want. I usually have my phone with me. Last week we had more people watching this. I know it's kind of early, but I've got stuff to do today, so I kind of had to do it now. And we will try to answer them as much as I can. I'll have my phone with me, but I won't be around the computer, so I won't be able to do a lot of checking at the moment. So let me check this out. I got a question on this one going through. Just got a question. Should I trade Josh Gordon and Ryan Matthews for Adrian Peterson? The AP owner also wants Kelvin Benjamin, but that's not going to happen. I came back with Ryan Matthews. He is Ryan Matthews. He's out now, though. And Josh Gordon is out until week 12. And AP, who knows with Adrian Peterson? You might be able to, on your year-long leagues, someone might drop him. Someone might drop him, and he might be back soon. With everything that's going on in the NFL, with everything. People are coming out of the woodworks, and I don't know. I don't think anybody knows what Adrian Peterson, what's going to happen with him. I just don't think anyone knows. Could be a few weeks. I really have no idea what's going to go with him. So that's the problem. So I can't tell you what to do because only you can tell you what to do. So if you guys don't have any more questions right now, I think I'm going to end this. And remember, follow me on Twitter at FantasyAdvice22. Follow me like me on Facebook, facebook.com/FantasySportsGuru22. My own blog, FantasySportsAdvice.sportsblog.com, which also is go to my website, thefantasysportsguru.com, where you can sign up for premium content the week, the month, or the entire NFL season. With that, you get paid premium articles. You get you get full articles. You'll get all the free ones that will already be on the website, and these actually come with FanDuel lineups. Now, this is FanDuel strategy for you, so if you guys do have questions, pretty familiar with FanDuel strategy. Won about 10,000 in about 2.5 years, not quite, and we've had great success, and just trying to build that up, build some more people to come in here, come in on Facebook, more chat. I'd love to answer you guys' questions. So throughout the week, all of the NFL questions that you guys have, well, baseball too, but that's almost over. So all the NFL questions that you guys might have from Monday till Friday, I'm going to pile those up, and I'm going to answer these in a weekly segment on Saturdays on here. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to email me at fantasysportsguru22@gmail.com. Ask me them on Facebook, Twitter, anything else. So thank you for watching. Good luck this week. Bring home that bacon, and let's win some money together.